Oh, hello, you insouciant long pigs. It is me, Soundwavesg1, coming at you for a live stream, yes. How is everybody in internet land? Hope everything is good. Sorry, I should have done this earlier. I'm just adjusting the camera. It's been a while since I've done one of these things, hasn't it? There we go. Still not centered into frame. There we go. So how is it? How is everybody in internet land? I am good. I am good. Yes, Hasbro have announced some new stuff, and you know me, I'm not a news type of person, but motherfucking DevCon, Beachcomber that comes to the parakeet, like he does in the episode. He sits there and one lands. Fucking Armada Megatron, which looks fucking sick as fucking all balls, and a new guy, Axel Grease, looks fucking damn cool. So they made modified the Junkion, the new Junkion Scrapbook. I made him to like a Mad Max type car. Oh, genius. Fucking love it. And Nemesis, who apparently is female, which is cool. So, yes, there's nobody watching either. Lovely. But, yeah, so I should have had this planned. It was kind of on the off the cuff. You know me, I don't fucking plan shit, do I? Come on now. Oh, a cup of tea. Lovely. So, yeah, so how is everybody in internet land? I hope everybody's good. Sorry, everything's just popping up. I'm getting fucking notifications from everything at the moment. So yeah, I am good. Well, no, I'm not good. I have been better. My hair wants dying again because it's the colour's coming out and it's all kind of thing. And I think I'm losing my hair a bit as well, which not good, especially not for me. I'm still not centered into frame. What's going on? I'm all off. There we go, that's better. So yeah, well, there's no one in. So I've been talking 2 minutes and there's no one in. Yes. I've sent it around, so people should be getting it now. Let's have a looky here. Yeah, so we'll do that. No. There we are. We'll just make it go around. Oh, that Nemesis looks fucking awesome. Oh, it really fucking does. I don't have the money. I don't even have an arc either. So, you know. The only Titan. Stashes of Greatness. Hello. Sorry, I was just adjusting my social medias there. How are you? I hope things are good. You got any questions? Feel free to ask me. Yes. That's what I'm doing. These are off the cuff. These I don't plan. I just do. You know, you should know me by now. I don't plan anything. You know. So yeah. Oh, cup of tea, lovely. Yeah. So yeah. Well, I am nicely on the road to getting 1,000 subscribers. I'm only about 250 away-ish, which is pretty cool. Because when I get 1,000 subscribers, I can start, making this channel better than it is. I should start getting ad revenue and stuff like that, and then buy better equipment, better cameras, better plate. To get one of them light box things. So yeah. Doing good. How are you? I've been better. Love your Starship videos. Yes, I will admit it's been a while since I've done a Starship video. I think it was because at the time I'd just done. I think the Hoosnock Warship was the last one I did, and then that's the day after I got the news that Eagle Moss went tits up. So it's kind of took the plasma out of my cells. Yeah, so. I am having an idea of starting from issue 1 again and doing them, the way I do Transformers reviews, like Disembodied Hands, because I enjoy doing them. But it was just kind of, at the time it was great and that, but now it's kind of because I'm still missing a few ships and it's unlikely that I'm ever going to get them. It's unlikely I'm ever going to get them. The ones I'm missing are I'm missing shuttle sets 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 because they're always too expensive. I always got them when I that's my phone. I got them when they were cheap, which wasn't often. I'm missing the Kazon Predator class, Nomad, Hierarchy ship, Tiger Core, and some of them they've been popping up. I know they've been popping up on like Master Replicas sites and stuff like that. And but some of the the specials, this size special, yes, that is the oval, are just stupidly expensive, like 40 quid. I'm not paying 40 quid for a ship that big. You know what I mean? So and right now money is fucking tight as fucking tight. Unless I can get some more Patreons, link in the description. I can't afford things right now, I mean, luckily, I'm saving up for TF Nation as well, which right now it doesn't look like I might not be able to go, but hopefully I can get there. But I mean, I've got so many Transformers that I can do. I could probably go for about 7 or 8 years without having to buy a new figure. So many fucking robots. A lot of them are in storage. I need to sort my shelves out and get them back out. But anyway, you've asked me something else. Yeah, stop making the ships. Yeah, I know it's a pain because, especially now, with Picard season 3, which the first 2 seasons of Picard, garbage. Don't watch. Absolutely wasting your time. They are fucking dog shit. Season 3 has been really good so far. It's not right. It's better. I give it a solid 7 out of 10 for how good it's been recently. But considering that I will not watch season 1 or 2 ever again in my entire life, but season 3 I'll probably buy on Blu-ray. So they're doing something right. You think you bring me back, So yeah, what are you saying? Let's keep showing you. Ice ships and Transformers. Got inspired seeing your videos. Make me on YouTube. Oh, that's cool, dude. That is really cool. I'm glad you're doing it. Sorry, I'm getting a message now. Who the hell is that? What the hell? Sorry, I'm just getting messaged by some randoms. Okay. Interesting. Weird. Yeah, so anyway, yeah. Oh, that's cool, dude. Yeah. Do you know, I don't think I'm subscribed to you. Let me go to your channel. And there you go. You got a subscriber. Nice. I will. You can. Nice. That's what you look like. Cool. All right. No, cool. Yeah, I will give you a shout out. In fact, I'll put the link in the description. Go to channel. Should have done this. Yeah, Starships of Greatness has got his own YouTube channel. Go check him out. He talks about starships and stuff. But yeah, shout out for you. No problem, mate. No problem. Nice cup of tea. Sadly, it's not Earl Grey. I can't stand fucking Earl Grey tea. Whoa. Ooh, now Mando. Ooh, I can see where you're going with Mandalorian, but I've actually liked it so far this season. Yes, it has become the Bo-Katan show, because I think Bo-Katan's getting her own series, isn't she? Because that's what they did with Boba Fett. Mando's good, yeah. I think they're on par with each other. I don't think one's better than the other. I think they're about the same level. But I tell you what is good at the minute is Bad Batch. Bad Batch's been really good this season. Apart from, is it Pavo, the one where they go to the island? It was a bit pants. But it's been really good this season. I've really enjoyed it. I think the last episode is tomorrow, I want to say. But yeah, it's been really good. If you're not watching Bad Batch, watch the Bad Batch. Yeah, it's been really good. I can't wait for season 3 of that. It's going to be good. Secret Invasion is starting in, is it June? Do you know? Don't care. Marvel, I've gone off the rails with Marvel. The last film the last film I watched at cinema, Marvel film, was Eternals. And that was dull as fucking dishwater, that movie. Oh, sorry, it's phone going off. I watched Multiverse of Madness, Far From Home, and all them. You know, the latest Spider-Man, Home Away From Home, whatever the fucking Spider-Man Home From, whatever it's called. Watched that. The last series I actually sat down and watched was WandaVision, and Loki. Couldn't give two fucks about She-Hulk. Watched the first episode and I just went, and it's not even, and this is not even me going, oh my god, it's a woman She-Hulk. No, it's not even about that. I just found it fucking dull as dishwater, and I thought, nah, this isn't for me, this, you know. And I just stopped watching it. Same with most Marvel stuff. I haven't watched Wakanda Forever. I watched Love and Thunder as well. I watched that, which I thought was all right, you know, but it wasn't amazing any stretch of the word, you know. So I got, two people clocked out. I had 4 people in at one point and they've gone away. Boo. I guess I'm not that interesting. But if you ask me questions, I might get interesting. Come on now. Come on now. Ask me some questions. Yeah, so yeah, it's been all good. Yeah. So can you hear me all right? Am I coming through loud and clear? Is that good? Can you hear me? Do I look? Yes, I am a little bit unpresentable at the moment, but yeah, it's been one of those. For those of you who don't know, I lost my job in November, and I've been applying for everything from drag queen to cleaner, and just not got anything at all, even an interview in this whole time. And it's getting me down. It really is getting me down, like to a point where I'm not showering for like 3 or 4 days. You know what I mean? That's how it's getting to me. Although today I made an effort and got showered. I'm getting better, but it's still dragging me down. It really is. I've been playing a lot of video games. I've been replaying this recently because I was ready to go get Resident Evil 4, but it's not on Xbox One. It's out on PS4 and that. I've been playing Red Dead 2. Actually, fucking love this game. It's really good. I'm doing things differently this time. I'm being an absolute proper outlaw, just robbing people blind and murdering, and you know, as you do. Got 5 in. Cool. Got 5 people in. Say hello in the comments for me. Smithsnow, hello. Yeah. I'm just seeing your name pop up there. Sorry, dude. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pissed off at Capcom not releasing Resident Evil 4 remake on Xbox One, yet it's available on PS4. And the hardware is more or less the same, you know, give or take. You know what I mean? And it's just like, you could have put it on that, because now my collection is going to be incomplete because I've got every Resident Evil game except for that one now. So Resi 5 and 6 are going to be on there. Grrr. And I can't afford to buy an Xbox One X unless somebody is willing to donate me one. You know, it's the only time I'm going to get to play it. You know, so yeah. So yes. Anyway, so yeah, things and stuff and things. That's all of it, really. I'm just throwing myself out there and try and get some more subscribers because I'm that kind of an asshole at the moment. So yeah. So who's in the chat? Malicious. Hello. How are you doing, sir? Who else is in the? Who else is watching? Because it'd be cool to see who's there. You know. Yeah. So come on, questions. Throw me some questions. Come on, throw me some questions. Will I be buying all the new Transformers when I have money? Yes, is basically it. Am I watching the latest shows? Yes, pretty much. But ask me some good questions. Come on. Come on. What Star Trek shows to watch more of? Deep Space Nine. You need to watch Deep Space Nine. Deep Space Nine is the crown jewel. of Star Trek. It really is. I hate Discovery. Hated the first 2 seasons of Picard. Haven't really watched Strange New Worlds. I've watched a couple of episodes and just gone, eh. It's just not grabbed me, you know. I don't think Ethan Peck's Spock is that great of a. I don't think he's that good of an actor, to be quite honest. Lower Decks, though, that's really fun. It takes the piss out of Star Trek. It sort of looks at the, the cliches, the ropey parts of Star Trek, and pokes fun at it, and it's really good. I get messaged by every fucking hour. I guess that is the Cardassian computer sound. Lower Decks is great. I really love it. I think it's great. Oh, this is entertaining viewing first. Sorry, I'll message that back later. Sorry. Just realised entertaining viewing for you all. So yeah. I'm not. Do you know the only thing I've bought recently was Legacy Kickback. Shrapnel, sorry, Legacy Shrapnel, and oh my god, that's a great figure. Although I did have to take mine apart to fix his head. His head wouldn't move at all. I thought it can't be the way it goes, and I had to disassemble it to fix his head. It's fine. It was just, I don't know how. It's somehow a bit of glue got in there and just stuck the head, and I just twisted it, and it's fine now. So yeah, another question: of all the Star Trek you have. Another question is, on all the ships that you have, do you have it on a shelf? Not everything. In fact, I'll show you. They're all up there for now, as you can see. Just for now, they're all packed away. Yeah, something got I don't have the space right now. The ones I've got on display at the minute, I have behind me here. I have the Assimilated Voyager, the Warship Voyager, and a runabout, which I found at a convention for like £2. I thought for £2 I'm having a runabout. I've got the Bozeman, the Orville, which is watch the Orville's great. Steph's ship, is it the Andromeda class Galaxy refit from Star Trek Online, the Enterprise D, the Gold Enterprise D, Borg Cube, the Vidian warship, the which Enterprise is this? Oh, it's the pilot original Enterprise. The concept for the Defiant, which is really cool. Got that concept for the Defiant. The concept for the Reliant, the Newton, and Friendship 1, I had to think then. That one, Friendship 1, which is more of a probe than a spaceship, but there we go. Oh, come on. But they're the only ones I've got on display right now. There's a few downstairs still as well. I have an extra Relay Station 47. And I've got a few Picard ships that were sent to me, and I didn't realise I'd paid for them, and they are in a few boxes behind me. You can just see down here. They really need to go to a better home because I don't particularly like them. Some Discovery ships as well. If anybody's interested, let me know. Yeah, I'm not centered again. I've moved that, didn't I? There we go. Scottish Trekkie, hello. Another question. Oh, yeah, I said that. Nice. I have a bunch in the closet. Yeah. I have. I just right now I've got no space. And yes, these are big stack of DVDs there. And there's a Blu-ray one over there. I'm not moving my camera over there. This room is in a little bit of a state right now. Just moving stuff about. There's boxes everywhere, and books everywhere, and a big pile of clothes that needs sorting. I'm just sorting sorting it out. Sorry, I'm going to get undressed now. Sorry. Ooh. Oh, taking my hoodie off. Yeah, there we are. What Picard ships have I got? Actually, no, sorry, no, I don't have the Picard ships. It's just Discovery ships I've got. Oh, my hair's gone all fucking weird there. Yeah, it's not the Picard ships. I do apologise. It's the Discovery ships I've got, like the sarcophagus ship, which looks ugly. The horrible bird of prey that's got a vagina on it for some reason. This thing, which I can't tell what it's supposed to be. This is just, what is that? I forgot this was here as well. Because I've misplaced the box. That's the only reason why it's out. Do they not know how starships work? The reason why the nacelles are placed away from the saucer is because they generate radiation and kill the crew. So the crew would be dead after one or two warp jumps. Yeah, not good, is it? No. Yeah. So yeah. Steve, all right. Glad you caught one of your lives as it's happened. Sorry, missed it, but already know you proved Picard season 3. What do you think of the ship? Yeah, we've actually got an original Constitution class which they didn't modify. The New Jersey, which is fine. It's because they mentioned, Kirk mentions in Tomorrow's Yesterday there are 12 Constitution class ships, and not all of them were named. But then again, they could have built others. While he said in service, so they could have built another one while the Enterprise out on its on its adventures. So I'm just gonna pull my fucking hair out. Sorry, it's driving me mad. There we are. The fact that we saw Defiant, Voyager on the other hand wasn't correct, and I know this because I'm a fucking huge nerd, and I'm going to prove it to you now. Where is it? I know this is the Warship Voyager, but it's basically you're not going to see it very much on here. These windows underneath the saucer, these here, they are little windows on a panel. Basically, they're not all windows. The model for Picard, first, it's the wrong colour, and secondly, because it should be more of this colour, should be a lighter colour, and those were they are big windows, and they're not that big windows. I'm just nitpicking. The fact that we got a Voyager that looks pretty much correct. We got a bird of prey that looks like a bird of prey. We got the NX refit, which was nice to see. And you could tell they took the time with the 1701A, the only Enterprise to be decommissioned so far, which was pretty cool. The Titan was cool, but I think they should have given it a new registry number. This is a bugbear for me. Even when they do it in Stargate, even when they do it on Star Trek Online, the bugbear for me is because Gene Roddenberry said the only ship to ever have a letter after its reg number was the Enterprise, right? To make the Enterprise special, okay? The fact that every ship now's got an A after it and it makes the Enterprise less special, if you know what I mean. It's a bugbear, but I think the Titan should have had its own new registry number, but but the Titan itself does look cool. It's got a neo-constitution. Although I would slightly redesign it just a touch. I'd just tidy up the nacelles a little bit. And especially the deflector dish area, I'd just tighten that bit up a bit as well. But other than that, that's just nitpick. That's just nerd brain nitpicking, But it does look cool. Radix ship looks fucking great. It looks kind of Jem'Hadar /Sona / something you might see in the Delta Quadrant, which is really nice. I do like a good alien ship. Yeah, if you look, it does look a bit Dominion sonary, which is very nice. But Breeny as well. I added some extra Breeny parts in there as well. But yeah, I think this season's going good. Right, where are we? Yes, it didn't have the register number either. That was a bit of a bugbear. Yeah, the Enterprise A looked fucking great. But I wish they'd picked a better pose for it, a better angle for it. Oh yeah, the NX refit. I do have that. Check out my review. It's on here somewhere. It's a lovely ship, and Doug Drexler was absolutely distraught when he found out because he designed the ship and he designed the refit, and the fact that the fact that they weren't going to do a season 5 of Enterprise, which even to me pisses me off, because it would have been great. It was just the thing with Enterprise is it was just getting good. Season 3 was fantastic. Season 4 was even better, I thought, with the 2-part episodes, which was fucking great. And the last episode was shit, though. But Baron Braga apologised for it recently, so what else we got down here? Yeah, the Enterprise E. Yes, I'd like to see that. Let's try to look at her closely. Why? I've analysed every section of it. Yeah, I'd like to know what happens to the Enterprise E. If you read the comics, particularly, I think it's called Countdown. It's the one that's set just before the 09 movie. Data's captain of that ship, of the Enterprise E. I think it gets destroyed, if I remember right. I have it somewhere down there. I think it gets destroyed. I can't remember. But I'd like to see the Enterprise E. It would be lovely. See, this is the thing. This is what annoyed me about Picard season 1. The end of the season, Riker should have shown up in the Enterprise E with an Intrepid class and a Kira class and a Defiant class. They're all recognisable classes. Instead of the cut and paste fucking ships that just go like that. Instead of proper dropping out a warp and making it real spectacular, and they just go, and then they sit there all looking the same, and then they go, nothing happens, and they go, and that's it. Bullshit. Oh, the police helicopters. Yeah, that if you can hear that noise, it's a police helicopter. The D secondary holes on the ship? No. Really? I didn't see that. Let me see this. I'm just typing Shrek. Let's have a look at this bad boy then. I know, this is still in viewing for you. I'm so sorry. I'm just looking at the plans of the Shrike, because I can't see the Enterprise D's hull in there. I mean, if you're talking about the deflector dish, it does look a bit Galaxy, yes, but other than that, I just think that's just a coincidence. I think it's just because it's a nice shape to fit a deflector dish in there, but I don't think it's because don't forget the Enterprise D was destroyed. Under phases. Yeah, I'll have a proper look at that in a minute. Yes. So I'm hovering around 10 viewers. I've had it up to 11, and it's gone down to 8. So clearly, I'm not that interesting. So yeah, I'll have to have a proper look at it. I'm going to have another look because I can't see it. No, I can't seem to see it. I don't know what you. I can't. No, I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I can't see it myself. Somebody's put side by side. I think it's just a coincidence. I don't think it's supposed to be Enterprise Day because that bit would have been completely vaporized by the warp core explosion, by the core breach. So I don't think they'd be able to, unless it's just another Galaxy class. But then again, why don't they just steal a Galaxy and just just use that instead of modifying and building a ship from scratch? I just don't get it anyway. I was hoping to revisit the Enterprise D Sorcerer wreckage in its final season. I thought we'd get the End of show. Yeah, it hasn't. I think that's going to be the last episode. I think. Captain Tuvok, yeah. Right. This whole Rolaren business, right? Well, the whole changeling thing, right? I'm going to get into it. Right. Spoilers if you've not seen it, okay? Now, Rolaren joined the Maquis, right, in Preemptive Strike, which is the last episode of Next Generation, was designed to set up Voyager, right? The Maquis, because the episodes Maquis parts 1 and 2, because they mentioned in the line of dialogue that ships have been disappearing, that set up that sets up Voyager as well. Okay. Now we later learn in season 5 of DS9 that the Maquis, the Dominion, and the Cardassians go and just exterminate them all. Right. We see that they go to Athos 4, where they find Rebecca Sullivan, which is Michael Eddington's wife, and they find out there's like a few survivors, but you know, Rose never mentioned, and I always thought that she had been killed by the Dominion, and the fact they let her back into Starfleet as well, twice now, you know, it was a bit dubious. This whole you see this whole thing about the changelings being able to completely completely disguise themselves as humans, you know, because the thing is, they mentioned this in dialogue in the last episode of season 3 of DS9, The Adversary, where there's a changeling loose on the Defiant. Odo mentions, if you scan me when I'm a rock, you'll detect a rock. And then Bashir later in dialogue says, well, I scanned the ambassador, he registers as human, right? So this whole learning to be more human, I think is kind of bullshit, quite honest. They obviously haven't watched that episode of DS9, right? Because they'd know that. And this whole thing about the blood as well, Martok had already been replaced by a changeling by the time he turned up in Way of the Warrior. And the Klingons were obsessed with blood screenings. So he managed to survive at least 2 years, possibly more, with blood screenings. And Ben Sisko's dad, Joe Sisko, mentions again in dialogue, he goes, if you know, because they were getting obsessed with blood screenings on Earth in Homefront and Paradise Lost. They mention because he said, if I was a changeling, a really good one, I'd grab some post soul off the street, and you know, and then people like you with blood screen, I'd let it out on cue. So you know what I mean? They nitpicks. Okay, so and this whole thing of memories as well, that they can't remember things. That's not a good changeling. A good change, like Bashir, the changeling Bashir, right, had been on the station for 4 weeks, and everybody believed it was Bashir, right? You know, we only knew as the audience because we saw Bashir in his old blue shoulders uniform in the prison camp, Termite Camp 371, which is a really good 2-part episode. This whole thing, I mean, yeah, there could be, every time they take him away, interrogating him, getting information and send it to the changeling, they could be doing that. But the point is, the changelings know, you know. So yeah, there we go. Where we go? Let's not forget to, yeah. Just because Dad said it, oh yeah, I was typing it as you said it. Yeah, he did. That's what I mean. So this whole blood, they could get away with blood screenings, because he said there's no test that a smart man can't get around as well, you know? Oh, it's got a bit cold. Yeah, so, I mean, it all begs the question is, was there a changeling on Voyager? You know, the original Voyager? I mean, I always speculated that might be the case. So I even wrote a fanfic where they found a changeling. Because it makes sense, the changelings were about, you know? When Voyager was launched, so they could have gone in there to find out where the Maquis were, say, you know, would have been cool, but you know, Volts of Icon, hello, how are you? Got any more questions? Be them Star Trek, Star Wars, Transformers, video games, movies. I love movies. I have lots of movies here. You know, there's lots of movies behind me as well. I'm good. Well, no, I've been better. I'm in a good place. No, I'm not in a good place. I feel good, but I'm not in a good place, if you know what I mean. I'm quite happy doing this, you know, doing videos and stuff, which will be 2 a week now. Yes. Be sure to tune in tomorrow. We want to go live about 9 a.m. But no, yeah, this whole unemployment thing's getting to me. Jaws, all right, hello. This whole unemployment business is getting out of hand now. It's getting to me. I said this earlier on, but it really is getting to me. I'm in the end of my tether. You know. I remember when the changeling mimicked Bashir on the Defiant. Yeah, he failed the blood screening and then changed the blood or human Eddington. Yeah, that's it. That's exactly it. So they clearly haven't watched these episodes, have they? That is a really good episode, actually, the adversary. Yeah, and it was a good job as well. For those of you who don't know, I worked at Geek Retreat, which was a park gaming shop, park cafe, and it was good. It was a year ago. We'd been open a year ago, and it was great. It was fun. It was brilliant, and it didn't seem like work as well. And I think that's why I'm so pissed off. You know, because you think our job's a job, but this job was something different. It felt different. I didn't feel like. I mean, it was hard work. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to work every day. It was hard work. And, you know, being at work was hard work, but it didn't feel like hard work. So it didn't feel like a job. It just felt like I was hanging out, you know? And it was great. And that's, I think that's part of the reason why I'm so pissed off as well. Talking Star Trek, I am at the moment, yes. But we can turn it to Transformers if you like. I am, or even Masters of the Universe. Yes. This motherfucker. Yes, He-Man. I'm not He-Man. Will you stop calling me that? No, I want to call you He-Man forever. Well, you can go back over there. Yeah. Sorry, I was having a mental episode there. Not sure where you live. Only you can have a bicycle, and I consider a bicycle courier job. Well, it could. Theoretically, but I suffer from vertigo. It's the reason why I can't drive. So riding a bike is probably not a good idea. Yes. So anyone thinks that showing up the costume of New Jersey kind of buggers strange new. Yes, it does, but it just proves a point that Discovery is set in an alternate universe, and that's where it's going to stay forever for me. So I'm never going to watch that shit again. Me and Ted are in a Star Trek group. Apologise. No, I don't have to apologise, dude. Do you collect Star Trek action figures? I used to. I've got a couple of the Mego ones back over there somewhere. It's simply not having the space. I really want the new ones they've brought out. And I kind of want the retro reaction ones as well. Excuse me. But it's just a case of I don't have the room for my Transformers, let alone fucking Star Trek figures. I had most, if not all, of the Playmates ones, barring like a select few here and there. I don't know what happened to those. I think I sold a lot of them were mint on card. I did sell some of the rarer ones years ago. I don't know if I've got any left, to be quite honest. I can't remember if I sold them all or not. But yeah, I had a lot of the Playmate stuff. Yeah, Discovery's STD. It says it all, really, doesn't it? Yeah. See, again, this is the thing. They clearly don't know Star Trek, right? When they go to the 31st century, or whatever it is, and they go to and they see the Voyager J, right? Firstly, right, from their perspective, right, and they go, "Oh, that's the 6th iteration of Voyager," or whatever it was. Right. Firstly, if they are from the 23rd century, the very first ship ever to get a register number with a letter after it was the Enterprise. 1701A. And it wouldn't be 1701A until, from their perspective, about 40 years, right? Thereabouts, okay? About 38 years, something like that. So they wouldn't have known about the letter scheme, one. Secondly, Voyager was the first ship called Voyager, as far as we know, okay? So they wouldn't have known about Voyager either. But the view screen clearly sees the Voyager engine number. The guys use this Voyager. But they wouldn't have known about Voyager because, it, again, from their perspective, wouldn't be launched for another 110 years. So, you know. Rant over. Right, okay, next. Excuse me. I had the Mega 3 motion picture as a kid. Yeah, I've got a couple of them floating about somewhere. Yeah, Vault's Discovery, alright episode, an awful to go to. Nice. Nah, it wasn't. Yeah, just got Kirk's Playmates actually. Yeah, they're really good. I've seen them. I really want them, but I don't have the money for them at the minute, unless somebody can donate me them. Or sign up to my Patreon. Voyager is an Intrepid class. It is. It's the second one built after the Intrepid. Yeah, it should. The Enterprise should be the only starship with a letter. It's true. It should be because because the Enterprise was always a special ship because it was the Enterprise, you know. But the fact that they're slapping a letter on after every ship now makes it just part of the fleet. You know, it's not the Enterprise, the ship that everybody wants to, you know, be on. You know, because Sonia Gomez in Q2 says she fought hard and hard and hard and hard to get the Enterprise. You know. But yeah, it just makes it less special, you know. So everything's falling down. Yeah, I'm a little bit pissed off with the Eagle Moss stuff as well. Not the ships themselves, which were great. The fact that they just went tits up, but I know the reason why is because they had more stock than they had money, and they weren't releasing it quick enough. If you know what I mean. Yeah, they'd overstocked and just didn't have enough money for rent or anything like that, which is a bit of a shame. But I believe Hachette has taken over the Build the Enterprise D. And you know what? I was that close to starting it myself. And a good job I didn't start it because I'd be sat here with a bunch of parts that are bullshit. But Hachette is starting it up again. So maybe, but again, it costs at the minute. So yeah. So any more questions out there in Internet Land? We've got 11 viewers. Say hello if you're just joining in. Say hello. Sorry, I'm just checking things on here. That's it. Yeah. Never work out the letter iteration of the ship that the same name. Why not just change the register number? Well, yeah. Well, like I said, the Enterprise, because the reason why, right, NX-01, right, and then when the Enterprise, obviously, when they built the Constitution class, they'd put, hey, do you know what, Enterprise, let's make it 1701, you know, as a homage to the NX class ship, you know, that's retroactively thinking about it, makes sense, you know what I mean? It's probably the production crew thought as well, right? So, so when the Enterprise was destroyed, and to give Kirk a new shape, I called it Enterprise A, you know, beautiful, lovely. But even so, I mean, there was a Prometheus class, there was an Excelsior, there was a Nebula class, and I forget the register number of it, 60384, I want to say. And of course, we got the Prometheus class in Voyager, which is 59650. But if you look on the dedication plaque, it's 74780, I think. Which I don't know why it was given two different register numbers. I mean, I suppose they could have done it like that to make it, because it's an experimental ship, they changed the register numbers around so nobody knew it was an experimental ship, but it has NX, but, you know, that's the way it is. You know, I mean, there's other ships like, what was it? Like Defiant, for example. Defiant got, well, the original Defiant, which was NTC 1764, and then, of course, the 74205, and that got special dispensation to rename it. And you know the reason why? is because they didn't want to change the registry number of the CGI model for the last episode. So they wrote it into the script that it's just called Defiant 74205, you know? Which, you know, it's a cheat, but it works, you know? Raymond T, hello. Right, got some questions. I haven't done any Star Wars ships, no. Again, I have a few of the Hot Wheels ones, but I just did not, compared to how good the Eagle Moss stuff is, I don't think it's that good. And when I think it was Hachette that did them, they come in these stupid glass containers, and you couldn't take them off the stands. At least with the Eagle Moss stuff, you could take them off the stands and go, shoo, you know, and play around with them. But yeah, I do want to do. Is it the micro fleet ones? Is it the micro fleet ones? Like a small, roughly about they're roughly in scale with each other to a certain extent. Because I want the what do they call it? The Bad Batch ship and the Razor Crest. And Slave 1, it's Slave 1, not Boba Fett Starship. Slave motherfucking 1 is what it's called. Anyway, where are we going? Still waiting for that Tiberius Maximus crossover. Yes, I am. I'm sure it's coming. I can't wait for that. I see apart from the Enterprise course, and then to legislature, ABCDE. If it says it only really, yeah, that's it exactly. Yeah, registered members, Federation ships are all over the place. They are, yeah, because I mean Excelsior is the prime example of that. I mean, you've got Excelsior class that starts with 2000, and then they jump wildly from 2000 register numbers to 44. What's the hood register numbers? 44. I can't remember offhand, but they start 44 and stuff like that, and then they jump wildly to 6 or something or other. So unless it's like a batch order, but the writers were told never to give a number of how many ships they are, and not give them a full list, because that way any writer could write, I'm writing the Ulysses, for example, and I give it a register number and it's in the episode, blah blah. So they could do it like that, rather than going, right, you can only choose out of 200 so ship names, you know what I mean? And you could give it any register number. I think the register numbers are batch numbers, you know, except for like the Enterprise and stuff like that. So you order, say, 10 Intrepid class ships, and you start 74600, and then the next one along is 74656, 74657, 75690, whatever, you know. And maybe the reason why there's gaps is the shakedown of that particular ship that comes next didn't match up to Starfleet standards, so they scrapped it, built another Intrepid class ship with the remaining parts, christened it a different name. I don't know. It makes sense. That's just headcanon. Right, where are we? Dauntless as well. Previously wasn't a real ship, but NX-01 made sense, giving NX class, blah blah. Yeah, that is logical. I think that's just the reason they took NX-01. I think they just thought it was cool, and Arturus might not have known that's the guy in the episode. Species 116, I should say. So he could have just gone, oh yeah, that's cool, I'll make that, and you know, it was an alien ship anyway, so it makes no difference. Yeah, even the TOS register number, yeah, that's weird as well. The Constitution class, yeah, because the Constitution, USS Constitution is NCC 1700, then the Enterprise is 1701, but then you've got the Defiant is 1764, and then you've got the Constellation, which is 1071. And the reason why it's 1071 is because they had an Airtel model kit in the episode, and it was just a real easy way of readjusting the numbers, but they created Constellation. Should have been 1710, I think, is what it should have been. But, you know, it is what it is. But again, batch numbers, you know what I mean? It could be batch numbers. It could be, you know, Starfleet, not... Because if the thing is as well is, if you, for an enemy ship, say, for example, if you've got 1701, an enemy ship might go, well, that's 1,701 ships they have. And if you keep messing with the registry numbers, it messes with the enemy ship, so they don't know if the ship gets captured or whatever, and they don't know how many ships are in the fleet. You know, kind of makes sense. Someone's take on the assume the Enterprise was. No, that's not the case. Like I said, I think it's batch numbers. And Epic is Defiant, obviously experimental, off the record warship with NX. It's just Subpower Defiant, NCC. Yeah, it's stock footage. Yeah, that's too. It's to match the stock footage, I think, as well. Yeah, NCC 75. Oh, I can see it. 75. No, I can't remember. But it's that 75. Micro Machines. I have some of the Star Trek Micro Machines. They have vanished into the ether. I think they're in a box in the garage. I'm not sure. Memory serves the TOS are on 400 starships in Starfleet on various classes. I don't think it's actually mentioned on screen. It might be on like a background picture somewhere, but I don't think it's mentioned actually on screen. Because somebody said there's 3,000 by the time of the Next Generation. Oh, Borelli, hello. So yeah, fucking Nemesis. Yes, I know, right? That ship mode. Love Excelsior, Enterprise B update. And the best. Love those fins. Oh, yeah, and the Enterprise B. The reason why the Enterprise B and the Lakota got those fins on the side is they wanted to make it look more like a Galaxy-class ship. Say, for example, if people don't watch the series and just thought, hey, that's a cool sci-fi movie, I'll go see it. And then they can see, well, that's obviously the B and the D, and it's supposed to match the deflector dish there. You know, that's the reason for it. And also as well is that they didn't want to damage the Excelsior model, so they added that extra bit on it so they could purposely damage it. But because they made the modification to the model, they couldn't take it off without damaging the model. That's why every subsequently standard Excelsior class ship you see in DS9 and Voyager is CGI or it's stock footage. The other person that doesn't understand register numbers and JJ, yes. No register number ever started with a 0 apart from NX-01, but once all Starfleet vessels became USS and part of the Federation, they just started with, so that ship, instead of being 0594, whatever it was, should have been just 594. Or they could have put the 0 at the end, you know. That's just showing smash piece off. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, they had to damage the Enterprise, but yeah, that's it. But they, like I said, they kept the model because I think if they took the modifications off, it would damage it as well. And that's why the Lakota in Paradise Lost, which I mentioned earlier on, is the modified Excelsior class. Anyway, I'm trying to. I best be off, sir. Take care, and let's sort out you coming on the Collector's Archives. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, let us know. And I'm available every fucking day. So let me know when and where you want me, and I'll show up. Yeah, that sounds cool. All right, take care, and I'll see you soon. So yeah, come on, one more questions. Come on, give me some more questions. And while we're waiting, I have one of these as well. Yes, this is a resin phaser I got back in '99. I've had this since 1999. Cost me, I think, 30 quid. There's a guy selling props. It's seen better days. It's based on an original prop. It isn't an original prop, but it's based on the original prop mold somebody had, and but it's been part of my collection since then. I just like to hold it and pretend I'm firing a phaser. That's why I'd show that off. I also have a pad as well. I paid 28 quid, I think I paid. They said it was screen used. I know it's not screen used because these are the wrong size and these are the wrong size. But it's a nice little prop when you're cosplaying and it's pretty cool. Got a sticker on the back as well. Pretty cool. So yeah, he claimed it was screen used. That ain't screen used because these were made of wood and this is made of plastic. So yeah, I just thought I'd show that off. Anyway, what's people saying? I have the Excel, the Enterprise B. I got it on half price stay. Actually, a very good model. Yeah, so they are. I've got a couple of large ones. I've got the Nebula class, which is up there, and I've got the Equinox, which is downstairs. Kind of donated from Scottish Trekkie, so thank you very much, sir. The reason I didn't go for the large ones is because I don't have the room. I don't even have the room for the small ones, let alone the large ones. And if they'd have done them as specials, I might have done it. But because they've maybe just the hero ships, you know, we're talking NX-01, which they already did a big one of that anyway, which I've got. But the NX-01, 1701, A, B, C, D, E, F, Voyager and Defiant, and maybe Deep Space Nine, I'd have been happy with that. But at the time, cost and everything, so I didn't bother. So, and plus, the paint jobs weren't great. I saw a lot of videos that the windows were misaligned. But, you know, we haven't seen. Did you ever catch that tweet? How many times Titan shot on Picard? Yes, I did. I did see that. And I sent him a picture, because he's apparently a big Transformers the Movie fan. And I sent him a picture of my signed Transformers the Movie DVD, which for some, it's here. Down here, I've moved it. But he never responded because we had a bit of a to-do on Twitter. I just said the first two seasons are unwatchable. I'm not looking forward to this season. And then I said, look, I'm sorry, I'm stand corrected. You've done a real good job. Yeah, I showed him a picture of this. This is signed by a lot of the actors. So yeah. All of them are boxed up and put away. Yeah, mine, I've saw a picture. They're all up there for a minute. I've got a few out on display here and there, but I need to sort my shelves out. Yes, Jupiter Station. I was waiting for payday. Literally waiting for payday for that. I was like a few days off. So I'm like, yeah, Jupiter Station, but I'll get it. Didn't get it. I did. No, I tell a lie. No, I ordered it. But they sent me two fucking Relay Station 47s instead. And of course, tried ringing up, get it sorted. You know, so I'm stuck with two of them. Yeah, it is nice. Right, oh yeah, I was going to go through it. I'll put it away without going through it. Right, okay. So, all the autographs that are on it. We have... let's see now. We have Frank Welker, Michael Bell, Stan Bush, Pete Cullen, Greg Berger, Paul Harding, Dan Gilvezan, there's Dan Gilvezan, sorry. Dan Gilvezan's there. Paul Harding, Hal Rail, which is there, and Michael McConaughey. Even though he's technically not in it, there's a deleted scene with tracks in there. But I thought, I've got these signed, I'll get him to sign it as well. So yeah, it's. I'll be adding Sue Blue on there. Yeah, so I'm real chuffed. The fact I've got Frank Welker and Pete Cullen on there, that you know, I'm thinking of getting it. If I can get all the remaining autographs, but I hate using that word, if I can get all the remaining autographs, you know, people are still alive, I will get it on here. And I will get it put in a frame because the man, the ledge that is Mr. Chris McFeely has signed the booklet as well. If you can see it, or you can see it there, yeah. Chris McFeely. You know him from the basics, yes. I've known Chris since 2009. You know, so yeah, he's a good lad, Chris. He's super busy now, you know. I'll get back on. I'll pull this out with my DVDs, all my steelbooks. They're there. Right, so I've got any more questions. I get one of these days. Take some high quality photos for you too. Have a look. Very, very good model. I was waiting for the Serenity Model 2. That was never meant to be. Yeah, I wanted the Alien ones as well. I wanted the Sulaco especially because I do like the design of that ship. I'm so glad I got an Orville because that was definitely the last purchase I made was the Orville. Because I wanted him to do. I wanted the original Battlestar Galactica as well. And I didn't like the new series of Battlestar Galactica. I just thought it was a bit boring, to be quite honest. I wanted them to. Didn't they announce they were going to do? I know they started doing Tron, didn't they? To quite fancy the Recognizer. I was the only one I wanted, just to Recognizer. I won't bother about anything else, just to Recognizer. What else did they announce? Because I really wanted some of the Babylon 5 ships, like definitely an Air for Lines Omega class would have been great to have. Stargate, that's it. They did Stargate, didn't they? I just couldn't get hold of any of the Stargate ships. I really wanted a gold Hatak, and I wanted a Asgard O'Neill class as well. But yeah. It'd be cool if we could do a live video sharing our favourite starships to everyone. Yeah, I'm not sure how to do that. I'm not sure how to add people in. I'm still learning this. It's still new to me. But yeah. Because they did the Deep Space Nine one, didn't they? What You Leave Behind, which is amazing. Made me fucking cry my eyes out. I was just like, oh, these lads are back together again. It's like, and then there was on about an 8th season and a theoretical 8th season. I'm like, please make this. And then of course, Aaron Eisenberg died, and then Renny Ubijonas died, didn't he? Which fucking properly upset me when I found that out. I'm not one of these people that gets upset when celebrities die, but I did win those two. Leonard Nimoy, Harold Ramis, and Rick Mail. They're the only ones I've really gone, oh my God, Yeah, I mean, like I said, if they take as much care of doing it like they did What We Left Behind, the Deep Space Nine one, I think it'll be a good documentary. Because DS9 and Voyager, especially Deep Space Nine, gets sort of. I'm in a few different Star Trek groups, and nobody will watch Deep Space Nine. Oh, I can't be bothered with that. And I'm like, no, watch Deep Space Nine. It's better than all the other shows. Oh, just give it a chance. Watch it to the 4th season. If you're not convinced by season 4, then there's no hope for you. Because everybody goes, oh, Voyager's the best one, and I like Voyager. Don't get me wrong, I do love Voyager, but it's nowhere near as good as DS9 is. Yeah, it was the battles and stuff like that, and the fact that looking at the Cardassian makeup and stuff like that, it's just like, oh, this looks fantastic. But the problem is, yeah, alrighty, Leonard Nimoy, yeah, Galvatron as well. So it hit me in two of my nerd things, Transformers and Star Trek. But I'd love to see DS9 in 4K. But it's never going to happen, unfortunately. You might get Next Generation released on Blu-ray 4K, but they just, you see, the first 3 seasons they could get away with it and the first 2 seasons of Voyager is because they were still using models, and then it was like season 3. I mean, there's a lot of model shots still used, but I think season 4, and season 3 of Voyager, they moved to CGI, and because of that, they'd have to go back and redo the CGI. That's why Babylon 5 will never be released on Blu-ray either, is because. But then again, they said that about Doctor Who, and they've been releasing them on Blu-ray. So, and let's be honest, the original 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. 90s, I wouldn't say 90s Doctor Who. There's no 90s Doctor Who. There's one from the 90s. The 70s, 80s Doctor Who is some really ropey, fucking dodgy chroma key effects. Although they have redone some of them on some of the serials. But yeah, if they can release them on Blu-ray, I'm sure they can release fucking DS9 and Voyager on Blu-ray. Funny you should say that. I've got the Odyssey. Just for the Gemini ship, it's it. as my backdrop, which is really nice. I don't know. So can I put a picture in? Can I? How do you do that? So drop out dashboard. I'm just wondering how can I do that. I don't know. You see people do it, and I don't know how to fucking do it. Excuse me. CBS1 ever mastering the Star Trek series of that era because basically TNA. Well, I mean, I have it. I have them all on Blu-ray, but I didn't think they were that bad. I think they were only like 40, 50 quid, which is about right for a DVD. I mean, I bought them I paid that for seasons of Deep Space Nine in the past and other shows, so I don't think it was that bad. But I think the problem is that round about that time is when streaming services came out, and I think that's the problem. Don't get me wrong, I love a Disney Plus and a Netflix, don't get me wrong. But I like my fucking collection of fucking movies because whatever happens, DVD, whatever happens, Blu-ray, Disney Plus and Netflix and Amazon Prime and all that could go tits up tomorrow, right? Internet could go out tomorrow. So all these fucking movies I can just pull out and put in the player, you know what I mean? And I think that's the reason why is because my sister doesn't have any fucking DVDs and Blu-rays. A few of my friends got rid of them all. I took them all to charity shop and I went, why didn't you give them to me? I'd have had them, I went, oh, you've probably got them all. Well, that's true. I probably do have them. That's just one shelf. Some behind me, some on that shelf. Some big pile here that needs sorting. Some downstairs that needs sorting. Big 2 fucking shelves downstairs full fucking DVDs. Because I like to own it. I like to have the, I need these on Blu-ray, but the original Batman, you can't watch them on fucking streaming, at least in the UK that I've found anyway. But the original Batman movies. The fucking first one's a good movie. So it's just one of those things. I think it's because, like I say, streaming services have just coming out at the time and they've had Star Trek on right from day one, I think, ish. Excuse me. And I think that's the reason why is because of streaming services where they didn't do very well. It's priced to make them. Yeah, that's the other thing. It would cost them more than they would making Deep Space Nine on Blu-ray. And it's a shame, right? Because Next Generation on DVD, compared DVD to Blu-ray is like night and fucking day. Particularly the Measure of a Man, which is an extended episode. It's like 15 minutes longer. It's just amazing. Those extra few scenes just like elevate an already fantastic episode even further, because basically Melinda M. Snodgrass, who wrote the episode, she had basically, because obviously they'd found they didn't find every bit of footage because there's some episodes the upscale DVD rather than the thing, but it's only a few scenes here and there. But they'd obviously found the scenes, but didn't know where some of them fit in the episode. But because she had the tape of the episode that they sent her after they edited it, the whole works, they were able to go, right, that scene goes there, that scene goes there, after all this time, and brilliant. I'm losing people. I'm down to 6 now. I was like, oh yeah, brilliant. Yeah, they're fucking fantastic. Particularly Data on Crack when he goes. Fucking gets me every time that. It's fucking brilliant. But it's the deleted scenes that interest me. Like the Best of Both Worlds. Like it's part of an outtake. Is the bit where just before, it's after the conversation in the table if with Shelby and Riker, and he takes her to her quarters. It's a bit when she's on about their goal is assimilation, blah blah, this and the other, and then it becomes an outtake, and I'm like, where's that scene? Sorry, heated blankets falling off the back of my chair. Right, what are we doing? Yes, I have done that already. Yeah, they are hilarious. Like one of my favourites is when Picard goes, Mr. Worf, set a security alert, and he's like, yes, sir. And he sits there and he goes, no, Lieutenant. And he's like, oh, fucking. because apparently Michael Dorn was the one they could get to laugh sooner than anyone else, and they would pull faces and make jokes, and Michael Dorn would just crack instantly. Because there's a story that goes around when they were all cast for Next Generation. So when they're filming the first few episodes, they're all fucking about, because for those who don't know, filming a TV show or a movie is a lot of waiting around. So you'd be gone to makeup, you'd have your costume on, you'd be brought to set, and then there'll be director going, right, the camera's going to go this way and this way. So they're all setting the cameras up, and the actors will be like, right, you're going to be standing there, you're going to come out this door, you're going to be doing it, and then but the actors will wait around, could be 5-6 hours before they actually get to do any work, because the directors are going, right, this is going to explode, and that's going to do this, and alien's going to beam in here, we're going to do this special effects shot there and there. So there's a lot of that to work out before the actors do any acting. So Patrick Stewart, because they'd all be fucking about, and Patrick Stewart went mental at them and went, we're actors, a company of actors, damn it, be professional. And by the time we finished filming the series, he was the worst one at it. He was the one that would trigger Michael Dorn off more than anybody else, which is brilliant. I tell you what though, if you, I've been watching it. It's called Shuttlepod 1, and it's got Connor Trinier and Dominic Keating from Enterprise, and they're interviewing everyone from Star Trek. They've done Michael Dorn, they've done Armin Shimmerman, they've done Andy Robinson, they've done Gates McFadden recently. I think the latest episode is Ronald B. Moore, one of the special effects guys, and so they're doing, and they're asking him questions, and it's just basically a conversation of like, where did he start, go to college, and all that sort of stuff, and then they talk about Star Trek, and it's great. It's been really good. I've been watching quite a lot of them. Shuttlepod 1 podcast, I think it's called. I've been watching that recently. I've been listening to the Delta Flyers as well podcast, which is Garrett Wang and Robert Duncan McNeil, and they're going through every episode of Voyager, right from Caretaker to the last episode, and just basically reviewing the episode, and any thoughts and memories of filming that particular day and all that sort of stuff. And it's really good. It's really funny as well. But occasionally they've had guests on. They've had they called up Robert Picardo. Apparently he fell off his bike when his phone rang, which is quite funny. Gates McFadden, yeah. Yeah, he would. Yeah, he'd mess up a lot of his lines with his team, especially speaking Klingon. I bet that was fun for him. Interesting to know. Do you know Gates McFadden? It was the choreographer for all the dance sequences in Labyrinth. Yep, the Muppet movie Labyrinth. She's the choreographer because she's known as the Dancing Doctor. Yeah, she was a choreographer before she did Star Trek. Yes. Because you see, if you watch like the outtakes of that, you can see her on set, putting them through all the motions and that, which is pretty cool. So who's left in the chat? 5 people. Say hello right now. Go. Steve, hello. Excuse me. Raymond T, hello. What's my opinion on Prodigy? I've only watched a couple, and from what I've seen, it's okay. It's it feels like they've got the guys who did the Star Wars CGI to do it, which is no bad thing. I don't know. I'll have to watch more episodes to reserve judgment. I watched the Borg one, like Sleeping Drones Lie, I think is the episode title, which I quite enjoyed. I just don't like the main cast. I don't like the main guy. I think he's a knob. But then again, I watched the whole series, so I can't. But it's on the to watch list. From what I've seen, I kind of like it, but I reserve judgment till I've watched it all. If that makes sense. Sorry, I just noticed I've taken up a lot of your chat, my bad. No, that's fine. That's what I'm here for. I mean, I could be sat here going, somebody talk, Speaking of communicators, have you seen this bad boy? This is the Bluetooth one, which when I broke my phone during the first lockdown, I had to use this. Oh, there you go. But yeah, you can go. Battery's dead. It wants charging up. But it's really cool. I was using that to talk to my boss because we'd had weekly meetings. You know, are we back at work yet? No. Well, that's all we need to know then. So yeah, and that's my phone making that bleepy noise. Yes. So yeah. No, I like talking. It's nice to get my thoughts out about Picard and starships and stuff because I don't usually talk about it. It's mostly my time's taken up with Transformers, as you can probably tell. Because I like both. But like I say, since Enterprise ended and the ships have ended, I've focused all my YouTube channel on Transformers. So I will get back to Star Trek at some point. Like I said earlier, I am thinking about starting afresh, doing the starships again. You know, there's a lot of ships to get through. To be perfectly honest, a lot of ships to get through. So if you see them disappear off my YouTube channel, that's the reason I'm going back onto them. But I'm not going to do it just yet because I need to rearrange stuff in here first. You know what I mean? So I'm going to decorate this back bedroom and sort it out. So yeah, well, that's if I get the can be asked, because being unemployed right now I have that can't be asked mode, you know, can't be asked to do anything mode, and it's again, that's part of the problem why I'm fucking as pissed off as I am, you know. But you know, it's one of those things, isn't it? So yeah, yes, so yeah. Well, I was going to do 2 hours. I've still got like 45 minutes left. So, any more questions? Any more questions? Queries? 129 days to TFN. Yes, about TFN. It is right now touch and go if I can even make it this year. I desperately want to go. But for right now, like I said, it's because my financial situation isn't the best. I need to find a job to start. I am looking. It's not for a lack of trying. I've been applying for, you name it, everything, from drag queen to cleaner, you know, and it's true, but nothing, you know, not even an interview, not even the occasional I get thanks but no thanks, or we've decided not to take your application any further, you know. I've had about 5 out of about 500 applications, you know, and it's getting to me, and for right now it's looking like I might not be able to make it, unless things change instantly, like unless I win the lottery weekend, or you know, I can get 10,000 subscribers by tomorrow, you know, that sort of thing, so I can start earning money doing what I do, you know. It'd be nice. You know, I mean, I've got right now like 600 let me just double check, 766 I think it is. Let me just double check for you. Yeah, 766 subscribers. So I'm not far off 1,000. But apparently, once you get 1,000 subscribers, you can. That's when the money starts rolling in, and the subscribers start rolling in. So, sorry, I'm just getting messages. Sorry, I shouldn't be doing this live on camera, should I? Oh, votes of icon, cool. Sorry, nothing to subscribe. There we go. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah. So, unless, I mean, if I don't eat for 129 days, I might be able to afford to come. You know. If I don't eat, don't pay any bills. Unless I can sell some stuff. Unless you want to buy a load of Funko Pops to your room and say. I think they're worth roughly about, I mean, that's what this me little app says. They're going for about 800 quid, I think, for what mine are worth. I don't know, I'll get that even close to that for them, but you know, I could eBay them, but I can't be arsed with eBay. It's such a pain in the fucking ass. And I think Funko Pops have probably reached the zenith right now. I don't think they're going to get any more popular. I think the popularity will start to wane as well. But, you know. Anyway, on a cheery note, bedtime. It's only 10:30. Night, son. See you soon. You know.
I am Optimus Prime.
No, I'm not. But no. Yeah, so it's... yeah, I mean, I want to go because I want to get Sue Blue's autograph, 1. I want to see you all beautiful sexual bastards as well, 2. I want to get some Unicorn Trilogy toys, 3. Because I'm on a right Unicorn Trilogy kick right now. Because Mark, good friend Mark, friend of the channel, he sent me a Armada Prime recently, and because there's a new one coming out soon, which I really want. It should be out by the time TFN rolls around. If I can make it, you know. I mean, I really want to go. I'm just gonna have to, you know, tighten the belt basically. I mean, the goal is I've got to get £700 up to donations. Just kidding. If you want to donate, go to my Patreon. No obligation to though, not begging. But if you want to do that, that's absolutely fine. Because we were joking about this afternoon, I could start a Kickstarter and, you know, to even get me to TFN, but it's not fair on you guys. I couldn't ask for that. I couldn't do it. So, you know, it's not fair. But yeah, it's watch this space basically, because roundabout now I've done like 1,000 videos about TFN already. I haven't done any yet because I haven't got the ticket yet. Because I honestly thought I would be working, you know. I didn't think I'd be back on the fucking dole again. And it just feels like nothing. I was at Entertainer 8 years, or nearly 9 years actually. You know, and it was. And the only reason I left is because, well, firstly, Geek Retreat was offering more money. 1, it was more hours. 2, and and after 8 years, I got nowhere. You know, I wasn't even. You know, I didn't get a promotion or pay rise or anything. I got the standard yearly pay rise from the government, but I didn't get a pay rise. I didn't get offered any, you know, higher positions or anything. And it just feels like I'm going nowhere. So I left to pursue another career path, you know, as you do. And I thought, you know what, this first year, I'm going to go fucking nuts, you know, buy shit and do shit. And then this year, I thought, as in next year at the time, this year, 2023, that's the year I'm going to start saving up, put some money away and stuff like that. But it was not to pass, was it? You know, so yeah, it's yeah, so it all comes back to that again, doesn't it? So yeah, I really want to go to TFN. It's just a case of saving up. I mean, I get unless I can sell shit, but there's nothing I want to sell. That's the problem. Apart from these Funko Pops, I'll see if I can get a good deal on them. I'd rather sell them as one lump sum, you know, somebody who's like a reseller or something. But yeah, it's because I've got nothing I really want to sell. Because I can't sell my boys. I sold all my Unicorn Trilogy stuff about 10 years ago. Oh, excuse me. And to this day, it irks me to think I had almost everything from Armada, most things from Energon, and about half of Cybertron figures. Yeah. And it pains me every day to think I had all that shit and I got rid of it, you know, which paid for more shit for TFN that year, to be quite honest. So yeah, so actually, do you know what? I'm going to go for another 7 minutes, make it an hour and a half. But if you want to know anything, let me know. 4 people in now. I've lost everybody. Any more questions from the people who are watching? You know, are you all subscribed? Fascinating. Yes. Got no interesting to say, to be quite honest. I've sort of just ramble on for a bit, and it seems to have gone quiet. You know. There we go. No, I can't reply. because about 4 or 5 years ago, yeah, it's been about 4 or 5 years ago, my manager told me, because I'd already got the job and I was already on a contract at that point, he told me that if I were to leave, they wouldn't replace me. So my job would effectively go if I went, which is what's happened. Which is a shame, really. But, you know, it's one of those things, you know. So I can't reapply unless somebody leaves. But I went in the other day just to see everybody, and yeah, it's going good. You know, some of them miss me, some of them don't. You know. Oh. So you know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? You know. I should really get a glass. It's downstairs, but I can't be asked to go upstairs. I'll take it out of the ball. I've applied everywhere I can think of to get a job, really, honestly. And it's just not even, like I said, it's just, I'm not getting anything, not even an interview. Nowhere has offered me even an interview. And then I've got fucking job centre breathing down my neck going, I haven't got a job yet. I'm like, no, really? Do you think so? Do you think I'm coming in and looking at your fucking stupid face when I could be sat in a job earning some money? You know? And they're no help. It's get a job or we'll stop your money is basically what they're saying to you, you know? And it's not fair. They should be helping me get a job, and they don't. They'll go, oh, I'll put you on this course, which doesn't go anywhere, doesn't do anything, doesn't add anything. You know, they're not going to go, oh, you know, I can see your CV, CV's brilliant, but you didn't do that course at the job centre. We can't take you on, unfortunately. You know, fuck off. Just busy work is all it is. Busy work. You know, I've got a fucking phone call. Was it Thursday? I think it is. You're going to ring me and find out what's going on, you know, because I said I've got depression, which is not entirely untrue. I'm just sick of fucking just sitting here twiddling my fucking thumbs, you know. And then you sit here and then you fucking type away all the fucking stupid shit that the, you know, applying for jobs you got to do, which I hate applying for jobs. It drives me nuts. Always did, you know. But then again, it only takes like one, doesn't it? But you know, sit there going, you're dealing with a difficult customer, you know, and you got to beat the infallible computer, which you can't do, you know. You could spend 2 hours trying to fill this thing in, writing now every fucking bit of information about you. You know, gone are the days where you saw a job advertised somewhere, and then you know, contact the manager on this number. So you ring the fucking guy up, and he goes, "Oh yeah," I said, I hear that you've got a job going. You know, I'd like to come in for an interview if that's possible. Yeah, cool. I'm free on Tuesday at 3:00. Cool, I'll come and see you at 3:00. So you get there 10 minutes before you start. They might give you an application form to fill out. So you fill it out, and then you see the manager. You know, if you get it or not, that's the thing. You know. At least then you could get through. But now it's all HR bullshit, and it is bullshit. It's because, you know, they want to. I mean, every application is going to look the same. To be quite honest, you know, it's going to look the same. So you got to be a bit different. But you can't answer a question. You're dealing with a difficult customer. What do you do? Well, call the manager. Is basically what the answer is. You know, but the ones go, well, listen to the problem and hopefully I can solve. But 9 times, especially entertainer, if there was something wrong, call the manager was the response. You know, the tiller's malfunctioned, call the manager. Somebody wants a refund, call the manager. So it would always call the manager, you know? Anyway, I'm depressing myself talking about it. So, right, I'm going to go in a minute. It's been great doing this live stream. I must do more of them. Yeah, so it's been nice. Thanks for all the people who popped in and said hello and watched me for a little bit. I think I got high as 12 people at one point. Yay! And it went down to 3 and it's back up to 5. Well, I'll go unless you want to hear me talk some more. If you want some, you know, ask me some more questions by all means. But I am going to go in a minute, and my hair really wants dying because I look about 1,000 years old. So yeah, don't get old, people. It's bullshit. It really is. I fucking can't stand it. The fact that I look like my fucking granddad when I look in the mirror, and it's scaring me. Really, honestly. You know, I don't want to grow up, quite frankly. You know, I mean, I want my own house and stuff like that, but I don't want to look older. And that's the other thing as well. I'm 44 this year, and I don't think most places want a 44-year-old fucking shelf stacker. You know. I mean, I'm thinking about going back to college, to be quite honest. I think about going to university. I've been thinking about it for the last couple of years, but now I've got time on my hands. I think I might just do it this year. So, I mean, I don't even know how to do it anymore. I'm not being a mature student as I am nowadays. I don't know what you would do to get it. So I'm going to have to ring up the college and find out, I don't even know what I'd do, to be quite honest. Maybe science again. Yeah, so anyway, okay then. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I've chatted on for an hour and a half. And I will catch you all very soon for another one of these. But check out my video tomorrow. It'll be live at 9 o'clock. It's something a bit different. And if you like what I do, why not like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to see when I've got new content out. And if you're in a position to help out the channel, check out my Patreon. I've got some cool rewards over there. And if you want to send me something, my email address is now added to the thingy. Send me an email and we'll sort something out. I'll review it and keep it. So thanks for watching, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Adios.